What's going on, gun family? Urban Gun Reviews, and I'm just bringing y'all a quick video about riding with a firearm in the car. Now, if you're like me, I like a couple different options, but the main thing that you got to think about when riding with a firearm is accessibility. You want to be able to get your firearm as quickly as possible. So the glove box to me is out, because then you gotta open it to get to it. Under the seat is out, because then you gotta reach for it, and during driving it could slide. A lock box in the car is out, because you gotta use a key to open it. So I want the quickest possible method to reach my firearm, you know what I mean, in case I need it, in case somebody run up and I have to grab it real quick. Now we got the Rock Island Armory 1911, and this is just for you know what I mean, just to show you. But a couple options that I get, and I put it in all my vehicles, is a gun magnet. And the gun magnet allows you to stick it anywhere really in your car. You just screw it in, and I got a video, I'll put the link up there, you know what I mean, so y'all can check out the video for the gun magnets that I use. But there's like tons of different brands of gun magnets out there, so you don't have to just get this one. But I use a gun magnet because it keeps my firearm at arm's length at all times, and if something happens, boom, I can grab my gun and be ready to defend myself and my family if need be. Another place that you can stick it is in your center console, right between the seats, you know what I mean? So you know how your seats are right here. If it's a tight spot and you don't really mind, you know what I mean, scratching up your piece or something like that, a possibility, you know what I mean, because it could scratch it up depending on, you know what I mean, the finish on your gun and all that material is in your car, you could scratch it up. So the 1911 really ain't nothing that I ride with, but it's just the gun that I had on deck because I was doing something else with it at the time. But you can stick it, I'm gonna show you these spots too, but you can stick it right there because it'll fit snug right there, and it most times won't move. Like I said, if you got a tight area you can slide it into, but if it's, you know, too big to where you can't really slide it in there and have it sit there and won't move around, then you might want to rethink that position. But I'm gonna show you these spots real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here. All right, gun family, so this is the gun magnet right here, and it's holding the 1911. You know, the 1911s is dumb heavy, and I don't have any, I got a mag in there, but it's an unloaded mag, and you see my gun magnet is holding it. Now my gun magnet is right there, that's what it looked like. I forget the name of it, but I'll put it in the description or something like that. But this is where I have a quick access and get to it whenever I want to. So if a situation happen and I need to grab it, then boom, you know what I mean, I can grab my gun and not really have to worry about you know, being caught really with my pants down, so they say, you know, not being ready. So that's a ideal spot to keep it. This is where I keep it 99% of the time. I keep it right there because it's easy access. If I'm driving or whatever, you know what I mean, then I can get it at all times in any situation. And the second spot where I would keep it, or consider keeping it, like I said, was in between the seats. And that would be more in that position. Now, I wouldn't be on the passenger side, of course, but this is fine too, because what you want to look for is comfortability. You want to be able to access your gun in weird positions, and you want to keep it to where other people can't access your gun. So this right here is a prime position as well, and I could put it right here beside me because it would fit. Now the only difference is right here next to me is that it's like real close, but you know, you might have to move, you know what I mean, I'm a big dude, so I might have to, you know, move a little bit to get to it. If I'm riding solo, this right here is a good position because nobody's gonna reach my gun. I don't ride with my windows down and all like that, so you know, I don't have to worry about somebody reaching in my car and grabbing my gun. If I had a passenger, I wouldn't keep it there. I would keep it right next to me because I wouldn't want them to have access to it regardless of who the passenger is, unless it's my wife or something. But this is a great position because, again, if I need it, boom, it's right there. And you know, I didn't really stick it in there, but right there, it's snug, you know what I mean? It's not really moving. it's gonna stick there whenever I'm riding around, hitting bumps and potholes and going down my cobblestone road, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna be good. So that's the key thing when you're riding with a firearm in the car. You want to have it in a position where you're comfortable and you can access it easily and other people can't get to it. That's like the main important things, is other people can't get to it and you can get to it easily in most positions, you know what I mean? So gun magnet, like I said, I definitely would suggest I put those in all of my vehicles, you know what I mean? I have them all around the house, you know what I mean? I got guns stashed, you know what I mean? So that's a good way to keep yourself protected while riding. All right, gun family, so that was just a quick video that I think personally will help people out, because you know a lot of people now are carrying guns more often. And oh, another thing that I forgot to mention is, for me being a bigger guy, you know what I mean, I'm a fat dude, so me having my gun on me at all times, and if I had it on my body in my holster, it's kind of difficult to get to, you know what I mean, because I can't like you know, reach for it while I'm in the car. So it's kind of in an odd position. So that's where I came up with the idea, like it's easier for me to just sit it on the magnet or sit it, you know, in between the seats, because I can get to it quicker than I could if it was in my holster. Now I keep my holster in two different positions. I keep it in the appendix position, which is like right in here, you know what I mean, in that area. I keep it right there when I'm walking around, because then it's head under my belly, you know, because I got that belly, you know what I mean? But I got that, so it's a little easier to conceal. Now when I get in the car, in my holster, I slide it to the side in kind of the 3 o'clock position, because then, you know, if I kept it in the 12 o'clock position, I'm gonna call it, if I kept it there, then it would dig into my groin and my private area, and that's a no-go. So I definitely keep it in the 3 o'clock position because it would be easier to access. Now, like I said, when I'm riding in the vehicle, instead of doing that, because it would dig into my groin area, I slide it to the side. But now I just put it in on the gun magnet and in between the seats. Way easier to access. I don't have to worry about if somebody ran up on my car or my truck or something that I, you know, wouldn't be able to get to. So that's a prime position for me. You have to figure out what's the easiest position for you to keep your firearm in your vehicle, because you have to access it when you know, crap hits the fan. You won't have to be able to get to it. So me telling you my positions is, you know, me just trying to give you ideas. You have to find out what is good for you and keeping the car, you know what I mean, keeping it in your car. Now if you got like an SBR, you riding with those, or you got like a Draco or something like that, you know, one of those you riding with, then you obviously can't use these, you know what I mean, things. You keeping that on the seat, in the back seat, you know what I mean, something like that, where you can access it easily. But for a handgun, these are my prime positions that I can get to my gun at all times. But it's Urban Gun Reviews. If you like this video or it helps you in any way, click that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that easily by clicking on the AR-15 in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, especially the gram, you can find all them links in the description. And as always, gun family, stay blessed, stay strapped.